Hey everybody, what's up? I know I'm trying something a little bit different again today. I'm on my porch, surrounded by my beautiful plants. They give me so much energy and love. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the sounds, the cicadas and all the wind and the cars. It's just a little bit different. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm Rena D. I'm gonna do a weekend steamer. Yeah. What is today? I get my days all mixed up. Let's see. I think it's the 26th, 27th, and the 28th that I'm gonna ask our guides to give us a little bit of guidance, a little bit of peek into what the energy is gonna be like for the weekend. So, let's just get into it. I'll tell you how you can connect with me at the end, if you'd like to, book a personal reading and all that stuff, or if you want to just kind of check out the different content that I have all across the platforms. I'll tell you at the end. Okay, so let's call in our team. I have my ethereal visions. Ah, look, there's the death card and justice. All right, so that's interesting. Let's go ahead and call in our team. See what's going on for the weekend. Angels, love and light, spirit, the Most High, our higher selves, archangels, Metatron, ancestors. What guidance do you have for us for this weekend? Seems to go by so fast sometimes. We miss things. Help us to see clearly. Give me a message for anyone that wants to come in. Anyone that wants to get in on the energy, seek guidance, all signs for the weekend. Okay, so we have one already. What? Okay, all right, so the main energy out is the Emperor. The Emperor is authority, strength, power. He's the decision maker. It's masculine energy. It's the energy of Aries. This is the highest of the high. This is all kings. And although it's masculine energy, it can apply to both male and female, because we have both energies within us. So with this being the main energy for the weekend, we're looking at power, authority, making decisions, having our minds focused on what needs to be done. But also it's, taking your power back. It can be taking your power back, taking control, having the authority to say, this is the way that things are going to be. And the Emperor is about justice, fairness, and the Emperor has a very difficult job. I say this every time the Emperor comes out, because it's important to understand that the Emperor is the ultimate authority, and sometimes that is not received very well, especially, let's just say, for instance, if you are a child and you have Emperor energy, you have authorities above you, but you operate in an energy that is dominating. So there can be a conflict. If you are, the weaker vessel in a marriage, in a situation, in your job, this can cause a little bit of problems. But also, the Emperor energy is beautiful because the Emperor has the ability to know when to say, okay, I'm in charge, and then knows when to be quiet. It's leadership. It's knowing how to put your best foot forward in every situation. And that's beautiful energy. So that's what we have for the weekend. Let's see what the challenge is. I laid all of that out, so there must be some sort of a challenge, right? Let's see what the challenge might be. I do all that talking and I don't shuffle at the same time. When I'm rifling through, it's when I'm making these videos, it's imperative to keep going, right? Okay, 2 cards. Okay, so the challenge is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, this is the strategist. She has, she's emotional. Not emotional. She is not emotional. That's what I meant to say. She's not emotional. She doesn't think emotionally. And with this being the challenge, this could be someone that you have to consult to get the information that you need. Okay, so it seems like this is another royal weekend, another weekend of strategizing, of putting your thinking cap on, because you're in this emperor energy, in this emperor mode. Okay, and because this Queen of Swords is coming out, it's as if this is kind of like a subordinate to you, or I won't say a subordinate, but maybe a support. Because what the Emperor does is the Emperor must consult with other people that can help him or her to make the proper decisions, to do the right thing. And this queen, she's no nonsense. She's going to give it to you straight. She's going to tell you what you need to do. She's going to show you the proper path. And if you don't follow that, it's like, okay, well, good luck with that. So this could be a challenge, especially if this is a person who you have had conflict with in the past, yet you need to consult them. Okay, so I see that as a challenge. I see that it could be a challenge. And the other card that came out, this is in your subconscious. This is kind of the way that you operate. This is the Princess or the Page of Cups. Now, I like this energy because it's really sweet. This is a messenger. This is a student, someone who's learning, someone who is intuitive, who goes within themselves and studies how they feel, how other people feel, how, what the energy is, and uses it's not this queen by any means, because this queen is logical. This person is not so much. This person deals with, how they feel. And because it's immature energy, it can also pose a little bit of a challenge for this weekend, because another aspect of the Emperor, though the Emperor is, the highest of the high, as far as authority goes, the Emperor is also that Aries energy. The Aries energy is, the I am. It's the babies of the zodiac. It's going within, looking at yourself. It's ego. And with that being said, there's a childishness, a playfulness, a newness, new mind, always willing to learn, always curious. And that's kind of the idea of this card. So it's not, it complements your energy. It does complement your energy. So I don't see a problem here. It just seems that, this is the way that you operate. You're giving a message of love. You're that person who is, probably the one who has an encouraging message for others. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, here I am talking again without rifling through. So, how are y'all doing? Seriously, there's been a lot of things that's been going on in the world that's quite troubling. And I can understand why this Emperor is coming up. You know, at any given time I can have, you know, a number of people coming into these videos, and it's not for any particular sign. It's not, you know, just for the Aries. This is for all signs. So, you know, I know that y'all are dealing with a lot of things, and I appreciate you coming in and telling me what's going on. Okay, so in the past, you have the Ten of Pentacles. This is legacy. This, now, see, this is making sense. If this is legacy, family, money, wealth, you see, the Pentacles talks about your station in life. It's earth energy. It's what is perceived, what is manifested, what is here. It's not what's it's not what's in your mind, what you ideas. This is, you know, what you're gonna leave behind. And this is the 10. This is the 10 of Pentacles. This is beautiful, beautiful energy. It indicates that you have put in a lot of work. You see, there's on other cards there's a counterpart there, but here it's like an older person with you know, let's say that this is you and this is, you know, maybe your grandfather or someone older, you know, and here's your trusty dog, which indicates loyalty. This whole idea is you've made it. You have conceived an idea. You put your work, you know, you put yourself out there and you put in the work to get what you want, and you had it. You got it. You obtained it. This is in your recent past that's influencing this. So with the Emperor energy and this Queen of Swords energy in the center of your spread, it's like you're maintaining, okay? You have realized your dynasty, and this weekend it's just a matter of you maintaining it. This is all royalty already. I mean, look, there's nothing but royalty here, okay? In this, you have a major arcana. That's a major life event with the Emperor here. So I want to see what's in your awareness. Okay, so I'm not going to take all of these, but I want to see what they are. All right, so you have the Eight of Wands, that's fast communication. The Knight of Wands, that's fast moving energy as well. It's an offer. You have the 10 of Wands, that's another 10. 10 of Wands is like carrying a lot of burdens, a lot of things. You know, you've done a lot of work, you know, hence this 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Cups, this is total abundance, joy, love, happiness within yourself and with someone else, your family, your loved one, your counterpart, your beloved. And you have an archangel here. This is Temperance. This is a major arcana. So it's like, you know, this card is indicating that you need to stay in balance, that there's an urgency, or, you know, at least an admonition that you stay in balance with everything that you're doing. Got a little tongue-tied. Ah, okay, so the Knight of Wands came out. This is in your awareness. This is what you're aware of. So either you or someone else, it's just the energy of an offer, a passionate offer that's coming in for the weekend. That's more royalty. I mean, have y'all see? I mean, you see this pattern, right? You have royalty here. So this is, it's like a concentration of power that is taking place here. So like I was saying before, a number of people can come into these readings. So this is the energy of anyone that comes in. Tell me you see this. You see that this is, you know, this is good, dynamic, powerful energy that is being displayed. And it's a pattern every weekend steamer. So it's encouraging because it's like, you know your value, you know your worth, Um, a lot of you say, I claim these messages. Yes, yes. Claim the messages. Claim it. Live it. Be it. Start whatever projects you have been thinking about. You won't know how good you are until you start it, right? And this weekend, it seems like you might be in the war room, because look, you have the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands here. The Knight of Wands, I mean, this is another consultant to the Emperor, but this person brings an offer, okay? And he does not stay. It's like, I gotta get it fast. So something is fast, some fast moving action. I'm not seeing anything troubling. Okay, all right, okay. So the energy that's coming in is the Fool. This is another major arcana, a major life event. The Fool is taking a leap of faith, starting something new that's coming in. Okay, so check this out. You have the Ten of Pentacles. That's like the fulfillment of this thing. Well, if that's the end goal, you reached your goal, you want to start something else, right? Well, that's what this is all about. You can't really get into something else until you've taken this leap of faith. And it's almost like, you know, throwing your cares to the wind. Just and I like that I said it that way, throwing your cares to the wind, because this is the energy that's coming in. This is the energy that you're sitting in. This is the Knight of Swords. Swords is air energy. Throwing caution to the wind, going for what you know, doing what you need to do. More royal energy too. You see this? You see this? Tell me you're seeing this. The Knight of Swords is very logical. This is the helper, the offerer, the person that compliments. I mean, it's not the king, of course, but these are one. Okay, it's in the same suit. The Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords. So your energy for this weekend is this person that's moving, getting it going. And swords talk about thought, communication, the words that you speak. And as I'm saying this, I feel like I need to slow down. You know, it's like I'm stumbling over my words. I'm not breathing through my words, you know, and that's kind of the energy of this night. You have to slow down. You have to, well, this night doesn't say that. I'm saying that when you're in this energy, you have to slow down, because if you don't slow down and you're throwing your cares to the wind, you could end up with a bad situation, because you might say something that you don't mean. You know, you might say something that's hurtful, because this night can be that way. This queen can be that way as well. And you don't want to hurt people's feelings. You know, you want to make sure that you're having good connections with the people that is in your life, the people that are important to you. I mean, even the people that are not important to you, you want to make sure that you're not making enemies. And it's easy to do that when you're in this swordsy energy, okay? But look, I'm just saying, this is some royal energy. I want to see what's in your environment. What's in your environment that's coming in for the weekend? See, on this Fool card, you have okay, I have a little stack. You have this little dog here. The little dog is like faithfulness. There's two dogs here. It's just like loyalty. It's loyalty. See the little dog here, the little dog there? To me, it's showing that there's, you have You have people that are with you, that are loyal to you. You have a loyal situation. Okay, so this Eight of Wands came out again. Four of Cups, that's, kind of like boredom, grief. Eight of Cups. Now, I just recently heard someone refer to this as like a family card. I don't really know. I don't see that all the time. I see this card as being not content. It's kind of a reflection of this, of this energy. And this energy is like, it can be depression. This energy is double that. And eights are really fast moving energy. It's fast. So take that boredom or that depression and times it by 2. It's not, I don't like it, but you have 2 8s here. That is an indication of a lot of speed. And notice that you have these 2 knights here. These aren't the slow moving knights. These are the fast moving knights, the energetic knights. So I'm seeing something here. I'm seeing that there's some urgency that's taking place. There's some decisions that needs to be made. And you have the moon here that came out as well. The moon indicates like secrets, unconscious fears. And then you have the Lovers. This is soulmate energy. And those last 2, those are major arcanas. I'm not going to take those. I just want one card to see what's in our environment. Yeah. That's another stack. Oh, and okay. All right, so I'm not going to take these either, but this is the 10 of Swords. This is like the end of a hard time. The Wheel of Fortune, this is like your fate changing. The Magician, this kind of goes along with this Fool card. This is manifesting. See, you can't really manifest until you take this leap of faith. You can't. If you're standing, all right, so let's just say that you're at a pool and you're on the high dive. You can't know what the exhilaration is like until you jump off of the diving board. You cannot know whether or not you're going to sink or swim unless you jump off the diving board. And that sinking or swimming there's magic in that. I mean, there's a fear, but then you get to say, hey, I did this thing. That's kind of like the Magician's energy. Then you have the Devil. The Devil is temptation, control, obsession, or it could just be earth energy, Capricorn. That's in the mix of your situation. All right, angels, one card. See what's in the environment. These are the Ethereal Visions cards. I like these cards because there's 2 extra cards in the deck, 2 extra major arcanas, the Well and the Artist, and they give a little bit of extra information. I love when they come out. I see the Well as being a family card, and there's another stack. There's a lot of information here. Y'all, 8 of Swords, that's another 8. This is fear, but it's like you've hoodwinked yourself. You're putting yourself you've put yourself in a scary situation, or you see yourself in a scary situation. The Well came out. This is the place that you go to get all of the ideas, which is what you need when you're manifesting, right? When you're taking this leap of faith, you've taken something from the Well, and you're saying, how is it gonna play out? You have Justice, 7 of Cups. That can be choices in love. 2 of Swords, that's a decision. And then there's the 10 of Cups again. And now you have the Empress. That's a match. I'm not going to take all of those. It came out, and then the sun was on the bottom right there. This is interesting energy, y'all. Out of all of the cards that could come out, you know, these cards are coming out. You know, you have to think about that when you're you know, doing the tarot, when you're watching these videos. You have to consider, you know, there's a magic in this. But I encourage everyone, you know, to go deeper into your practice, go deeper into your studies, so that, because these, I'm really just skating on the surface of these things in the interest of time, but there's so much depth in this. You know, there's so much depth into each one of these cards and each one of the symbols and the things that I talk about. So I don't want to get too preachy, but hey, I'm rifling through the cards, so it's a choice I made. I should have pulled from the top just to save time, but it is what it is. Let's see what we have. How are y'all dealing with the coronavirus? You know, are y'all, is everything good? Okay, so I'm gonna take these two. That death card keeps coming out too. I mean, it's not coming out, it's just ending up on the bottom like that. The death card is a transformation, okay? The death is a transformation. We get into our feelings about death because of the way that we, in our culture, you know, different parts of the world, I'm in the United States, but we here in the United States have been trained and conditioned to believe that death is final and that it's something that we should grieve about. However, you know, in the traditional esoteric way of thinking about it, death is just a portal to another world, you know, and understood rightly, we would take our lives a little bit more seriously, because what we are doing here, why is this even important? Well, we need guidance. We need to know why we are here. And we need to know how we can stay on track with what we are doing here. And so we do these things, we consult our guides so that we know whether or not we're on track. Does that make sense? So anyway, this card, because it keeps coming up, I felt compelled to say that it's important that we know that whether it's a relationship, whether it's the passing of a family member or a friend, whether it's the loss of a job, whether it's, you know, a health situation, death is a part of the cycle of life, and it's not anything that we should fear. Fear is an inhibitor, something that keeps us stagnant. So I encourage everyone to, you know, challenge yourself to get out of fear and consider this, you know, transformation in the way that a butterfly transitions from phase to phase to phase. We are no different. Okay, so what's in your environment? What is in your environment? You have the Three of Cups. I like this in the environment because it gives a little bit better color to what's going on here. This is a collaboration. It could be a third. I want to say it, but I don't want to say it, but I will say it. It could be a third party situation. Okay, so it could be a third party situation. But what I'm seeing is, I don't know, because that's the only thing that's coming to my mind now. It could be a celebration. I mean, that was something that I wanted to say, but it's like, that's not what's coming out. And this Knight of Wands and this Knight of Swords, that's player energy. That's player energy. But you, yeah. eat. What are y'all doing? Tell me. Okay, so this 8 of Cups has come out again, and this is your fear. You don't want to be in a situation where you are not fulfilled emotionally. And so what's happening, y'all? What's going on? Why is this coming out? Why is this, playing out the way that it is? Because this is an indication that you have been in this mode where this is in your fears, right? It's not necessarily where you are. It's just saying, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in a situation where I've put in the work, emotionally invested into situations that just left me empty. I don't want to be there again. I don't want to be there again. And what's in your environment? Somebody could see you as this person that's just for a good time, right? Because you have these 2 knights here. This is an offer. It's not somebody that's stable, that's here to stay. It's this celebration, this happy, let's mix it up and have a good time. And it can leave you very much unfulfilled in this place. And that makes sense, if for this to be in your fear, because you don't want to be that way. Who wants to be that person? A good time for someone. You don't want that. And so this Fool card coming out, this leap of faith, yeah. Something might be ending. Oh. So the outcome is the Devil. This is, like I said before, temptation, obsession, Capricorn energy, but this is very hard energy. It's controlling, it's demanding, it's, but on the bright side of this, I don't regularly hear people talk about the Devil card in a good light, but I see it. I see this as the fire in the process of alchemy. When you are starting something, when you are putting things together so that you can manifest something great, you do have to go through this this energy, this fire, and come out on the other side with something great, something beautiful. It's like cooking. I was talking to my son the other day, and I was making reference to, we like to cook. So I was using cooking as an example in manifesting and using alchemy. And what do you do when you're cooking? I want to get some oracle cards out, see what the temperature is for the weekend. So what do you do when you're going to bake a cake? You have to get raw ingredients. You need the flour, the sugar, the butter, the eggs, and the different spices that you're going to put in it, and then you have to mix it together, and then you put it in the oven. This card is like the oven. And how do you know if what you've made is good? You know it because it tastes good, right? It smells good, it looks good, you've done the right thing, and you know that because of what manifests at the end result, right? So I see the Devil card in that regard. That's how I click it on in my mind. Whether you're going through some trying times with temptation, addictions, take it as this is the fire that I have to go through in order to burn off the dross. To purify gold, you have to bring all of those impurities to the surface. And what is that like in our lives? It manifests as things that are not comfortable for us. things that are hidden in our heart. That kind of goes back to that moon card that came out. Unconscious fears, things that are dwelling in our hearts that we're just, operating on, that manifest in our life and we maybe give a blind eye to. But when it comes up, we have to wipe it away, wipe it away. And we know that it's done when there's no more impurities, right? There's no more fears. We're shining bright and looking good. Okay. So we got rest and rejuvenation. That's 19. 19 breaks down to 10, which breaks down to 1, which is this Fool card. So this is indicating that, when you've run a race, or when a boxer has trained for the fight and then he's gone to the fight, he's had the fight, he's not going to get right into another fight. He has to rest. He has to give his body a chance to reset in order to move on to the next thing. So what it seems like over the weekend, it's like there's a fast process going on this weekend. I mean, I'm asking for the weekend, and it just looks like a very fast thing that is happening. This 8 coming up, the devil, like I'm saying, that's one of the processes in the midst of your manifesting. Whatever's going on here. Let's go back to the Emperor. The Emperor has to make fast judgments, fast decisions, and that makes sense. But at some point in time over the weekend, you're gonna have to rest. You're gonna have to rest. You have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let's take it as on Friday you gotta start something new. You got to put your thinking cap on or whatever, right? Take that leap of faith. And then on Saturday, you're going through the fire. And then Sunday, just rest. Rest so that you can be ready for the week. And, be ready to start this new journey. Be ready to get into whatever it is that you're manifesting. Y'all tell me. I don't know. This is just, look, your kingdom is your kingdom. My kingdom is my kingdom. You don't know what I have going on, and I don't know what you have going on. What's going on? We all have our own things that's happening. So, what's new? What's new in your life? All right, so that's all I'm going to do. This has been probably the longest weekend steamer. But yeah, the energies came out. There's a lot of cards that came out. And it really feels heavy. My incense went out. It really feels heavy. It feels like there's a lot of guidance that we all need because it's fast. There's something very important that's happening here. And I want you to see that because of all of this royal energy that's taking place. I want to say that this is some major stuff. You have the Emperor and the Devil that's on the table here, which tells me that you're having to, it's almost like a war between, good and evil. But I don't want you to think about it in those terms, like good and evil. Just think about it in terms of authority and temptation. So you have the Hermit on the bottom. The Hermit goes to the Hermit cave to get the downloads. You're going to get information. So that's supporting a little bit more of what I'm saying here. Consulting with this Queen of Swords. All right, I'm going to stop talking because I can keep going on and on and on. But y'all tell me in the comments what's what. If you'd like to reach out to me for a personal reading, you can reach me across platforms. But my schedule and my list of services is on Facebook. That's Rena D. Cherish Daily Tarot. I'm also Rena D. Cherish Daily Tarot on YouTube, if you hadn't found me there yet. If you have and you hadn't clicked the like button, please do. Hit subscribe and leave a comment. Tell me what's going on. I'm on Instagram, Rena D. Cherish Daily Tarot. I'm on Twitter and TikTok. What is it? Rena D _Cherish. I'm also, I also have my blog that I've started compiling some things on, and that's Rena D Cherish Daily Tarot also. If you'd like to shoot me an email, I'm cherishdaily@outlook.com. I think that's everything. Yeah, y'all have a great weekend. This is the last weekend of August. My 5-year anniversary for Blueprint Healing is coming up on Monday. So this weekend I'll probably be celebrating my baby. Thank y'all so much for being a part of that, part of this growing movement. That's a practice that began with myself, and I've helped a lot of people through it, and I'm so thankful for it. You know, life is about love and service, so I hope to continue to do that for 5 more years, 15, 50 more years. So again, thank you. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Namaste. Peace.